Hey, what is up everybody, it's Streets Chaos here, and today I'm bringing you guys some Black Ops 3 gameplay in the background. I got a new mic, so hopefully it sounds, sounds good. I do have to get a pop filter for it though. I thought it came with one, but apparently not, so I do need to get one of those. But anyways, what I want to talk about today is how to improve your kill-death ratio. And not just in Black Ops 3, this is tips throughout any Call of Duty. But I have what I call a Call of Duty curse, where every year when the new Call of Duty comes out, I struggle towards the beginning, trying to learn the maps, learn how people play the maps, learning spawns, things like that. And I'll usually have about a 1.3 to 1.4, and then I'll set myself a goal as, alright, by the time the next Call of Duty comes out, I want to have at least, a 1.8 kill death ratio, a 2.0, whatever it may be. For example, Black Ops 3, by the time December rolled around, I had about a 1.4, I do believe, and now, sitting at the end of January, I have a 2.01. So I've raised my kill death ratio. I'm happy with it. I plan on getting higher, but it is what it is. Anyways, so tip number one, gain map knowledge and awareness. It's kind of a given, and what I mean by map knowledge and awareness is common traffic flows, what lanes people mostly funnel through, whether it be the left, right, middle lane. You need to pay attention to that. As well as spawns. Spawns is something you need to pay attention to as well. That's something that can help you out drastically, especially whenever you're pushing in the spawn. You don't want to push to a point where people might spawn behind you, so you need to know where those spawn points are at. I get kills from people spawning behind me all the time. Usually it's whenever I'm not paying attention. Another thing to know is head glitch spots. There are different head glitch spots than just the main ones you see. You need to pay attention to them. Which also means you don't need to run out in the middle of an area where somebody's probably going to be head glitching. Because guess what? You're probably going to die. So, little tips. And the head glitch spot and traffic flows, that kind of brings me to my next tip, which is getting to know your enemy. You need to get to know your enemy. You know who your enemy is. You need to know, are they rushers? Are they campers? Are they hardcore objective players? Are they super tryhards? Like they're rushing but they're not caring about the objective, and obviously they're trying to get score streaks maybe. Who are you playing against? You need to learn these things. Usually within the first 10 to 20 points of a match, I know who I'm playing against. I know what they're doing, what their objective is as a player or as a party, if it's a party of people. Which brings me also to my next tip, which is play with different playstyles. Now, you can't just play with one playstyle all the time and expect to improve your KD. Yes, you can have a good KD playing with one playstyle if you're good at what you do, but the whole point of this commentary is to help you improve your KD. I mean, you can sit here and talk about, oh, well, I rush and I have a 2 KD all day, Yeah, okay, but what if you want to move up to, a 2.5 or a 3 KD, man? Learn how to play with different playstyles. That'll help you. I promise. I promise that'll help you. Same thing if, you're more of a passive player. You sit back, hold your head glitches, watch over the B flag, things like that. Learn how to rush, man. You can have a 2 KD camping, but if you can also rush when you need to, that'll help you improve your KD. I promise you. I promise you. Learning to play with different playstyles will improve your KD. I do. It took me a while to learn how to be able to switch from one playstyle to the other. And you have to, use different guns accordingly. You can't, like, I'm using the Dingo and playing pretty aggressive with the Dingo in this gameplay, but the only reason for that is because the Dingo has such a high fire rate that you can almost use it as like a SMG. So that's why I'm playing more aggressive with it. Now, I'm not rushing full on like I would be with an SMG, but I am playing more aggressive. Now, when it comes to score streaks, I saw a video the other day which gave me the idea for this video, where a guy who I'm subscribed to was talking about how to improve your KD. And he gave the cheesiest tips I've ever heard in my life. And most of them weren't even actually helpful. They sounded good, but being a Call of Duty player and being somebody who's played the game for quite some time, I know for a fact that his tips were cheesy as hell. They were pretty much useless. They weren't helpful, or at least not in my opinion. I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but So when it comes to score streaks, This was the one I thought was the cheesiest one he said. He said, "Oh, you have to use the high lethal streaks." No, you don't. No, you do not. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard from somebody talking about using score streaks to improve your KD. Yes, they help. They help. That is a fact. But they don't. It's not necessary. You don't have to use high streaks to improve your KD. You don't. And especially if you're somebody who, you're not the best Call of Duty player, and you can't get, the Wraith, like in this gameplay I was using the Wraith, Hater, and Ramps. If you're somebody who can't get those streaks, don't worry. I have a tip for you. I have a bit of advice, something for you to try out. Use lower streaks, man. Use something like a UAV, a dart, and a Hellstorm, or a Lightning Strike, something along those lines. And once you start noticing that you're cycling through those streaks, 2 or 3 times in a life, take off, the dart and put on, the Cerberus or Sentry Gun or something. And once you start getting those more frequently throughout one life on a consistent basis, move up again. Take off that UAV, throw on, the Talon, the Wraith. Once you start getting those more consistently, move up. Just the process goes on. And you will eventually be able to get them high streaks, and you will eventually be able to get them high streaks on a consistent basis. It's training yourself to stay alive and get those streaks. That's what it is. So anyways, hopefully you guys found this video informative. Hopefully you took something away from it. Hopefully you learned something new. That was my objective with this. I see videos all the time where people do these commentaries about how to improve your KD or whatever it is, and they rush through them, and they don't give the best tips, or they don't go into detail about the tips. They just kind of throw some words out there, and for more or less just to get views, man. And it's pretty sad. It's sad that that's kind of what most of the Call of Duty community has come to nowadays, but it is what it is, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully my mic audio was good. Hopefully you took something away from it. And I hope y'all have a great, safe, and wonderful day. In the comments below, let me know if you learned something, or if you have a different opinion, or if you have a tip that maybe I left out that you think would be useful to people. Put it down in the comment, man. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, like I said, hope y'all have a safe, great, and wonderful day. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.
Hostile Guardian spotted.